Good morning. Good morning and welcome. I hope you are doing well and you're here. You're on the mat. All the hard work is done. Today's practice is again centered around the idea of Satya or the concept of Satya, truthfulness. And we're just exploring what that means and how that might show up in your life today. I'm I'm going at it from the angle of loyalty. So like being faithful to our commitments and making commitments that are true to ourselves. That's the intention, or that's the focus. We're going to start lying on our backs today. So come to lie down on your back. Rest your feet on the ground. And then if it feels comfortable, place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Just taking a moment to ground here. Feeling the feet on the ground. If your hands are on your body, then gently press the hands against the body to also feel this steadiness, stability, foundation. When we're grounding, what we're doing is finding something to hold on to, something that connects us to something solid. So when the mind is spiraling away, bringing it to a point of stability or a foundational point can sometimes help steady it and calm it down. Also, while we're lying here, feel your back on the floor, all the way from the tailbone up through the spine and to the back of your head. Notice your shoulders on the ground and your upper arms. So all the parts of the body that are in contact with the earth, feel into these. This is your foundation, your grounding. And then begin to find your breath here. And just follow it without making any changes. Just notice the natural coming and going of your breath. And as you do so, see if you can soften the point between the eyebrows and release any tension in the jaw. And while you're finding your breath here, so as I mentioned, Satya has to do with truthfulness. And yesterday we spoke about integrity and how if truthfulness is conforming our words to our reality, then integrity is conforming our reality to our words. And I believe that loyalty is very closely related to all of that. So loyalty has to do with honoring our commitments. And I think the way that truth plays into that is that when we make commitments, we can choose to do so in a way that stays true to ourselves, to our own needs, to our desires. And here on the mat, the focus is very much on the self. So I want to focus on your commitments to yourself, whatever those may be. Maybe your commitment is to just show up on the mat in the morning and honoring that commitment, you're here. Maybe it is to breathe fully, to stay present, to be kind to yourself. Whatever it might be, I encourage you in this practice to be loyal towards yourself and your own commitments that honor your truth. And then begin to deepen your breath here, breathing fully into the belly and the rib cage, in through the nose, And exhaling out through the nose. Inhale through the nose, feeling the breath move through the body. And exhaling out. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. And then leaving the feet where they are, we're going to introduce a little bit of movement for the spine. Bring your hands alongside your body with the palms facing down. And then as you inhale, next time, press into the feet and then lift up the hips towards the ceiling. It doesn't have to be a super intense movement here, just lifting the hips off the floor, arching the spine, and then exhale, lower down. Again, on the inhale, lift up the hips, press into the feet, arching the spine, lift the chest up, and exhale, lower down. This time moving the arms with, so inhale, lift up the hips, move the arms up and then behind your head, grounding them behind you. And then exhale, lower everything down. A couple more here. Inhale as you lift up. And exhale as you lower down. Inhale to lift up. And staying really mindful here, remembering your foundation. So your feet are grounding, stay connected there so that you can stay light through the rest of the body. And exhaling out, one more. Inhale as you lift up, follow the breath with the movement. And exhale, lower down. And then leave the knees as they are. Slide the hands back and then come onto the elbows. Walk the elbows behind you. The elbows are underneath the shoulders. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together here. Press the palms into the floor. And then we're going to do a core exercise here. Keep your heart lifted. Keep drawing the shoulders back and the shoulder blades together. And then activate the core by drawing the belly button in. Inhale here and exhale, lift the knees in towards the heart. As you inhale, push the feet away from you, extend the legs long. Exhale, move the knees back in towards the heart. Continue pressing down through the arms. Inhale to push the legs away from you, draw the belly button in. Exhale, bend the knees and bring them back in towards your heart. Inhale to push away. Exhale, bring the knees back in. Inhale, push away. And exhale. Continue lifting through the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then we're going to switch it up a little bit. So just extend the right leg. Inhale. And then exhale, switch. Extend the left leg, move the right leg, move the left leg in. Inhale, switch. And exhale, switch. Continue lifting through the heart. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. And exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time bring both knees into the heart. Inhale, extend the legs long again. Then open them up wide. And as you exhale, bring them back in towards the heart. So you're making like a big sort of swimming motion with the legs. Inhale as you reach them away from you and open up. And then exhale, bring the knees in and close in front of your heart. Inhale, push away. Exhale, open up and close. Inhale. Open and close. Continue lifting through the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale. Open. Exhale, close. Let's change the direction. So inhale, open. Push the legs away. Exhale, close. Knees in. Inhale, open. Push the legs away. Close as you exhale. Together in front of your heart. 3 more. Inhale, open. Lift through the heart. Exhale, close. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then come to lie down again. Bring the knees in front of your heart. Hands behind the knees. And then go ahead and roll to come on to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press the hands into the mat and grip with the fingertips as if you had cloth and you were trying to hold on here. Draw the belly button in, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels, and notice what happens as you draw the belly button in, and then extend one leg long and the other to find yourself in plank. Move gently back and forth here, just shifting the weight forward and back, rolling over the feet. Stay really mindful of the contact points here, the hands on the mat, the toes rolling back and forth. And then coming to stillness, inhale, press away from the floor, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take several breaths here, press down through the hands, lift up the sit bones, move if you need to. Maybe bend the knees one at a time or both. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Do whatever your body calls for here. And then slowly finding stillness. Taking one breath as you lift the sit bones up towards the ceiling. And exhale here. On an inhale, roll forward into plank. Reach the heels back and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale as you slide or move forward like a wave here. Exhale, reach the heels back and push the hips up, down dog. One more inhale as you roll forward, rolling like the ocean. And then exhale, push back. Inhale to bend the knees deeply, gaze forward, and then take several steps to come to the front of the mat. Feet hip width distance apart. Ground your weight evenly here over the feet and bend the knees deeply. Draw the belly button in and then drape your body over your thighs. Maybe you wrap your hands around the elbows and then switch them. So whatever you went for intuitively, change for the other side. So just switch the grip of the hands. Then maybe you stay still here, or maybe you swing from side to side, moving the hips to move the upper body. And breathing. Reminding yourself why you showed up this morning and what your intention for practicing is and how you can stay loyal to that, how you can honor that commitment to yourself. And if you were swinging, then slowly, gradually come to stillness. Let go of the elbows, bend the knees deeply, and roll your way up to standing. Taking your time, slowly rolling out the spine like you roll out your yoga mat. And then when you come up, roll your shoulders back, lift the heart up, extend the arms long alongside the body. Inhale to really lift up the heart here. And exhale. I'm going to move through a few sun salutations to warm up. So bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. We're doing slight variation. Press the palms together and then draw the shoulders back, shoulder blades together. Press down through the feet. Maybe you bend a little bit in the knees. And as you inhale, you straighten the knees, lift the hips up, lift the heart up, and gently lean back. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips as you lean forward, come into forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, fist reaches back. Exhale, let go of the hands and step back, plank. Deep inhale here as you press away from the floor, and then exhale, knees on the ground or knees lifted. Hug the arms close to the body, draw the belly button in, and then lower down to the ground. Press the tops of the feet into the mat as you inhale and roll the shoulders back. Come up, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Reach the hands back, interlace the fingers here as well. Press the palms together. Press the toes into the mat and then inhale as you lift up the heart, this time with hands interlaced. Exhale, head down. One more inhale, press into the toes, lift up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, roll the shoulders more away from the ears. Stay on the exhale, and then one more inhale. Maybe you come a little bit higher, draw the belly button in. And exhale, lower down, hands next to the ribs. Curl the toes under, shift the weight back. Long spine. And then exhale, lift the hips up, come into downward facing dog. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forward. And exhale to step to the front of the mat. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring them behind you again, opposite thumb on top. Press the palms together, squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale as you lift up. And exhale, fold forward, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank. Deep inhale as you press away from the floor. Exhale, hug the arms in towards the body, lower down your way, all the way or half. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for your back bend, lift up the heart, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, and then exhale, step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, press the palms together, and then as you inhale, lift up the heart, slightly lean back, draw the belly button in, and then exhale, fold from the hips, forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank, and then lower down your way, either all the way or halfway. Inhale for your back bend, and exhale, find your way to down dog. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forward, and exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring the hands behind you, opposite thumb on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, so you lift up the heart. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground, step back, plank or hop to Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down all the way or halfway. Inhale for your back bend. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward, and exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Fold. Inhale to come halfway up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, last time. Bring the hands behind you, interlace, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale to lift the heart up and slightly lean back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale to come halfway up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank or hop straight to Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale as you lift up your version. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a couple breaths. Tuning into your deliberate, regulated breathing. In and out through the nose. Lift up through the sit bones. With your next exhale, ground down heavy through the left foot. And as you inhale, lift up the left leg. Toes are pointing straight down. Hips are still in one line, so don't open the hips. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose and then step the right foot up in between the hands. Lower the left knee down. Draw the right hip back, belly button in, and then inhale as you reach the arms up, coming into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. You can stay here, reaching the arms up. Or bring them behind you, interlace the fingers, press the palms together, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And with a lot of core support, so draw the belly button in and the right hip back. Maybe you start leaning back by lifting the heart up. So extend through the waist instead of compressing in the lower back. So really lift up the heart here and then gently lean back. A couple more breaths here. One more breath. If you were leaning back, then just lift up the arms again. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground, shift the way back, coming into half split. Inhale, long spine here. And exhale, fold from the hips. You can always bring your hands to the hips here if you're noticing that you're rounding in the spine. So you want to have an open heart here. Draw the shoulder blades together. So kind of think baby cobra. And that the shoulders are rolling back, the heart is lifting. One more breath. And exhale, ground the front foot, lift up the back knee and step back. Plank, flow through your vinyasa or head straight for downward facing dog. Breathe fully and follow the breath, the movement of the breath. And then we come to downward facing dog. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale as you lift up the left leg. Toes are pointing down. Exhale, knee towards nose. Ground the right knee. Draw the left hip back, belly button in, and then inhale to rise up, coming into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And same as on the other side, maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top. Continue drawing the belly button in and the left hip back. Then squeeze the shoulder blades together and lengthen by lifting your heart up, and then gently lean back. Breathe fully here, sending the breath to your rib cage, your heart. And here as well, being loyal to yourself might mean really listening. What is the body saying that it needs? Does it need a back bend here? Or does it need something more gentle? And then honoring that. One more breath, wherever you are. If your hands were interlaced, reach them up. And exhale, bring them to the ground. Straighten the front leg, come into half split. Inhale, extend the spine long. Remember, baby cobra in the back. So roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hinging from the hips and maybe lifting the hands off the floor and bringing them to the hips. That way you're also getting a little bit of balance training in. To keep the balance, imagine squeezing your thighs together here. Long inhale. And exhale, bend the front knee, ground the foot, lift up the back knee, and step back plank. Deep inhale. And exhale, flow through your vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Take several breaths here. And then ground down through the left foot again as you lift up the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Open the feet hip width distance apart. Draw the right hip back. And then inhale, come up to crescent lunge. Bend the front knee deeply here. Inhale as you reach the arms up. And then exhale, pivot on the back foot. Open the arms into warrior two. So the back foot is, the toes are pointing towards the long edge of the mat. Front knee is deeply bent. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up through the heart. And breathe. Press down through both feet. Feel your foundation, your grounding. Inhale as you flip the front palm over, reach forward, and then exhale, lean back. Left hand is only lightly supporting or resting on the left thigh. Continue bending the front knee deeply as you start leaning back and turning the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach through the right arm. Exhale, bend the front knee deeper. Inhale to come back, warrior two. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Take one breath here. And inhale, lift up the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Draw the left hip back, belly button in. And then inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bend the front knee deeply. Inhale to really reach through the arms here. Draw the belly button in. And then exhale, open into warrior two on the other side. So outer edge of the back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. The heels are about in one line or heel to inner arch. Lift up the arms and reach them proudly back and forth. And then lift through your heart with the inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee deeply. Breathe here, pressing down through your foundation to create a lot of lightness in the upper body. Arms are almost floating, but are still very active. Inhale to flip the front palm over as you reach forward. Exhale as you lean back, reverse warrior. Inhale to turn the heart towards the ceiling. And exhale, bend the front knee deeply. Inhale to reach through the left arm. And then exhale, windmill the hands to come down to the floor. And then step back, down dog. Inhale as you flow forward, plank. And then exhale on 5 counts with the knees on the ground or knees lifted, we lower to the floor. So hug the arms in, shift the weight forward, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forehead to the ground, press the palms into the floor. And then as you inhale, press the pubic bone into the floor, and then lift up the legs. So just lifting the legs here. Hands still stay on the ground. Continue lifting through the legs. Reach the feet back. Inhale. And exhale. And as you inhale next time, also lift up the heart, but leave the hands on the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Keep your neck long. Reach the crown of your head forward. One more inhale here. And then exhale, lower down. And for one more back bend here, reach the hands back, interlace the fingers in one another, press the palms together, roll the shoulders away from the ear and squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then on an inhale, lift up the legs, reach the toes back as you lift up the heart and reach the fist in the direction of your feet. Inhale to really lift up the heart here. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift up the legs a bit more. Exhale, hold. One more breath in. And exhale, let go, lower down. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on top and maybe shake the hips from side to side. And from here, rolling over onto your back. Bring the knees in towards your heart. Hug them close. Use your arms to squeeze them in towards your chest. At the same time, grounding your lower back here so that your spine is long on the ground. And shift the hips over towards the right to allow the knees to come down to the floor on the left side. Maybe you rest your left hand on the right knee and then open the right arm to the side so that you can ground the right shoulder. If that is difficult here, maybe you vary by bending your elbow 90 degrees and see if that makes it easier to ground the shoulders. And if that's still not possible, then just lift the knees a little bit away from the floor. You can turn your gaze towards the ceiling, out over your right arm, or close your eyes. Take one more breath here. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Squeeze them in once more. Hop the hips over towards the left side and then bring the knees down to the floor on your right. Same thing here. Maybe you rest your left hand on top of your right hand on top of your left knee. And then open the left arm straight out. Grounding the shoulders here. And if that's not possible, bend the elbow of the left arm or even lift the knees a little bit away from the floor. You can then support with the feet here or even bring your hand underneath your arm, underneath your right knee. Soften the point between the eyebrows and notice if there's anywhere in the body where you're holding tension and could soften a bit. Take one more breath. And inhale, bring the knees back up towards the heart. Hug them in towards the body. And maybe you stay here, or for happy baby, open the knees wide. Then reach the hands down and wrap them around the outer edges of the feet, or the chins, or the thighs. And then open the feet skyward. Ground your lower back, so extend your spine really long here. And then use your arms to pull on the feet if you're in happy baby, or on the shins, or on the thighs, to open the thighs a little bit more. Maybe stay here in stillness or rock from side to side. Listen to your body. Move with your body. And if you're rolling from side to side, then come back to center. If you're holding onto your feet, shins or thighs, let go. If you're holding onto your knees, also let go. And extend the legs long. Open the feet wide as the mat and gently shake the legs out. Allow the feet to fall outward. Walk the shoulders away from the ears so that your neck can stay long. Bring your arms alongside your body with the palms facing up. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose here. Hold the breath. Maybe you sip in a bit more. Hold the breath and feel the fullness. And then as you exhale, allow the body to become heavy and sink into the ground. And enjoy a few moments of stillness. Enjoy your Shavasana. You're, of course, welcome to stay here for longer. Just pause the video until you're ready. And otherwise, take a deep breath in through your nose, once again filling the body with breath. And exhaling out through the mouth. Bring life back to the body, wiggle toes and fingers, moving your feet and your hands, ankles and wrists. Shifting the legs back and forth, and same thing with the arms. And when you feel ready, reach the arms up overhead, point the toes away from you. And as you exhale, bring the knees in towards your heart, hug them close before rolling over onto one side and pause there. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And then start finding your way to a seat. When you found your seat, feel free to close your eyes. Ground your sit bones and then shift your weight a little bit in front of the sit bones to allow your spine to be really long and upright here. Maybe you roll your shoulders back. Maybe do a few circles with the head. Any movement that still needs to get out of the body, just listen to that and move with it. And then coming to stillness here as well, resting your hand wherever is comfortable to you, be it on the knees or in front of the heart. Just take a moment here to ground, feel into the sit bones and the body parts that are in contact with the floor. And then finding your breath, just following it, noticing it. And then if your hands are elsewhere, maybe bring them together in front of your heart, resting the thumbs against the heart space. And before I close the practice, I just want to leave you with that seed of Satya and being true to ourselves. What does that mean, and how does that show up in our commitments towards ourselves? And how might we be loyal towards those commitments as we move through the day? If you want to sing with me in one Om, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then inhale for Om. Aum. Namaste. Practicing with me. I hope that you're doing well, that you're staying healthy, and yeah, that you enjoyed the practice. If you have any feedback, please let me know. You can always drop a comment. If you want to support me, you can share my channel, my videos with somebody you think might like them. And if you want to support in a different way, there's also Patreon and PayPal links in the description. Yeah, that's all. Have a beautiful day and hopefully see you soon. Take care.